Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SOLEHAH binti MOHAMMAD NORZAN and I'm from class Tiba 5B. I would like to share about establishment the Shariah Advisory Council of Bank Negara Malaysia, which is SAC. The Shariah Advisory Council of Bank Negara Malaysia, which is SAC, was established in May 1997 as the highest Shariah authority in Islamic finance in Malaysia. The SAC has been given the authority for the ascertainment of Islamic law for the purpose of Islamic banking business, takaful business, Islamic financial business, Islamic development financial business, or any other business which is based on Shariah principle and is supervised and regulated by Bank Negara Malaysia. As the reference body and advisor to Bank Negara Malaysia on Shariah matters, the SAC is also responsible for validating all Islamic banking and takaful products to ensure their compatibility with the Shariah principle. In addition, it advised Bank Negara Malaysia on any Shariah issue relating to Islamic financial business or transaction of Bank Negara Malaysia as well as other related entities. In the recent Central Bank of Malaysia Act 2009, the role and function of the SAC was further reinforced, whereby the SAC was accorded the status of the sole authoritative body on Shariah matters pertaining to Islamic banking, takaful and Islamic finance. While the rulings of the SAC shall prevail over any contradictory ruling given by a Shariah body or committee constitute in Malaysia, the court and arbitrator are also required to refer to the rulings of the SAC for any proceedings relating to Islamic financial business, and such ruling shall be binding. Consisting of prominent Shariah scholars, jurists and market practitioners, members of the SAC are qualified individuals and have vast experience in banking, finance, economic, law and application of Shariah, particularly in the areas of Islamic economics and finance. That's all from me.
Next, I will introduce members of the Shariah Advisory Council. First, we have Chairman, Professor Dato Dr. Aznan Hassan. He is Professor in International Islamic University Malaysia of Islamic Banking and Finance. Next, we have Deputy Chair, Professor Dr. Engku Rabiah Adawiyah Engku Ali. She is Honorary Professor in International University Malaysia, International Islamic University Malaysia in Islamic Banking and Finance. Furthermore, we have Professor Dr. Ashraf Muhammad Hashim. He is Professor in International Center for Education in Islamic Finance, University. We also have Dr. Marja Muhammad. She is Deputy President Research ISRA Research Management Center in International Center for Education in Islamic Finance, University. And Assistant Professor Dr. Akhtar Zaiti Haji Abdul Aziz. She is Assistant Professor Abdul Hamid Abu Sulaiman, Kuliah of Islamic Review Knowledge and Human Science, International Islamic University Malaysia.
Sahibu Samaha Profesor Dato Dr. Asmadi Muhammad Naim, a Mufti of Pahang. Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Fairuz Abdul Khair, a Director of the Center of Excellence Islamic Social Finance at INCIF University. And then we have Sahibu Samaha Dr. Setia Dr. Haji Anhar Haji Opir, Mufti of Selangor. And then Lastly, we have Encik Burhanuddin Lokman, a former researcher of International Shariah Research Academy for Islamic Finance ISRA.
The Duties Advisory Council of Central Bank Malaysia. Firstly, Sharia rulings and reference. It means the SAC provides Sharia rulings that serve as the primary reference for Islamic financial institutions to ensure the product and activity are Sharia compliant from start to finish. Secondly, court referrals. It means the Central Bank Act 2009 mandates the Sharia matter brought before a court or arbitration must be referred to the SAC for clarification and definitive rulings. Thirdly, Sharia contract framework. It means the SAC developed a comprehensive Sharia contract-based regulatory framework for Islamic financial institutions. The framework outlines the essential features of Sharia contracts, consider various Sharia views, research and market practice. And lastly, expert membership. It means the SAC is composed of highly qualified Sharia scholars and practitioners with extensive domestic and international experience in Sharia, law, Islamic economy and finance.
Accountability. Accountability refers to the obligation or responsibility of an individual or organization explains, justify, or be responsible for their action, decision, or performance. Is it the attitude of being accountable to others ensures that expectations are met and accepting the consequence of one's actions? Is it can maintain trust, transparency, and ethical behavior in a variety of contexts, such as the workplace, governance, personal relationship, and society system. So, accountability means being responsible for fulfilling a task or obligation, and being willing to accept both of praise and criticism based on the result of those actions. What is transparency? Transparency is open, honest, and accurate communication that ensures information is easily understood and accessible. It builds trust, promotes accountability, and reduces misunderstanding or hidden agenda in a variety of contexts, such as business, government, or personal relationship. It ensures the action and decision are made openly and can be scrutinized by others. A lawyer, for example, a lawyer in a civil case must be transparent about the progress of the case and the likely outcome. They must inform client of any legal loopholes and keep them updated on development. They should provide transparent billing practice, outlining fees, service, and additional costs. They must act transparently with the court, ensure that all evidence is disclosed and no misleading information is present. This transparency ensures informed decision and a clear understanding of the circumstance of the case.
My name is ADRIANA binti RAHMAN. For my part, I will explain about trust and fairness. What we know is about trust and fairness. Trust is to believe that someone is good and honest and will not harm you, or that something is safe and reliable. For fairness is the quality of treating people equally or in a right or reasonable way. Okay, in Sharia governance aspect, trust should be one of the noble principles applicable in the Islamic banking system, and its application is evident from the independence of the supervisory instrument in its operation in Islamic banking institution. For fairness is the fairness is the main value, since the opposite of this value is the attribute that goes beyond moral boundaries, atrocity, tyranny, and oppression. Okay. Okay. In trust, in principle of Sharia governance, which is trust, Sharia advisory council member must act with integrity, fulfilling their roles as guardian of Islamic principles in all transactions and operations. Every member of Sharia board should always maintaining confidently and safeguarding and trust placed in them, providing clear and accurate guidance to minimize any confusion or uncertainty regarding Sharia rulings. For fairness, okay, Sharia Advisory Council decision must consider the interests of all stakeholders, including shareholders, customers, and employees, while adhering to Sharia principle. Transaction which the transaction which are based on interest or element of riba prohibited and declared haram in Islam, so they need to be careful and must avoid any transaction with riba. Okay, for the avoiding bias or favoritism, especially in disputes or complex issue in providing a fair service to all, that means equal treatment of all clients, transparency in transaction, and avoiding exploitative practice like riba. So they need to be equal, even all with the staff, client, or any customer, because that's mean the equal treatment.